Hi, turning to the extent lens as we explore below topics and more. French man gets 4 months prison sentence for slapping Macron. Wife of Chapo could face decade in U.S. prison after guilty plea. National Police Association praises DOJ decision to equip officers with body cameras. Gunman kills grandmother and tried at Florida Publix supermarket. Texas to build its own border wall and address illegal immigrants. Welcome back to the Extent Lens. I'm your host, Katherine Dang. We'll be posting exclusive episodes daily you can only find in the Extent Lens. So we invite you to like and subscribe. And let's start today by talking about Frenchman gets 4 months prison sentence for slapping Macron. A 28-year-old Frenchman who described himself as the right-wing or extreme right patriot was sentenced to 4 months in prison Thursday for slapping President Emmanuel Macron in the face. Damien Tarrant was also banned from ever holding public office in France and from owning weapons for 5 years over the swap Tuesday, which caused Macron's left cheek with an audible talk as the French leader was reading a crown. During Tuesday's trial, Tarrant testified that the attack was impulsive and unplanned and prompted by anger at France's decline. Tarrant acknowledged hitting the president with a rather violent slap. "When I saw his friendly, lying look, I feel disgust and I had a violent reaction," he told the court. "It was an impulsive reaction. I was surprised myself by the violence." Video showed Macron's attacker slapping the French leader's left cheek and his bodyguards pushing the man away during a quick meet and greet with members of the public who were kept back behind traffic banners in the winemaking town of Tain-le-Hermitage. And now let's move on to another topic. Wife of Chapo could face decade in U.S. prison after guilty plea. The wife of Mexican drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, Alma Coronel Aspuro, on Tuesday pleaded guilty in a U.S. federal court to helping her husband run the Sinaloa cartel, charges that could lead to more than a decade in prison. Coronel appeared before the U.S. District Judge Rudo Contreras in Washington, D.C. and pleaded guilty to 3 counts to conspiring to distribute illegal drugs, conspiring to launder money, and engaging in financial dealings with the Sinaloa drug cartel. As part of her plea agreement, she also admitted to conspiring to helping her husband escape in 2015 on Altiplano, a Mexican maximum security prison. Coronel said she understood the charges and the repercussions of her guilty plea. The 31-year-old former beauty queen was arrested in February on allegations that she relayed messages to help Guzman traffic drugs from 2012 to early 2014 and continued delivering messages while visiting him in a Mexican prison following his February 2014 arrest. And the third news we're going to discuss about. National Police Association praises DOJ decision to equip officers with body cameras. The National Police Association (NPA) on Tuesday said that it welcomes the transparency of the Department of Justice move to require its federal officers to wear and activate body cameras while carrying out preplanned search and arrest warrants. Sergeant Bessie Brandner-Smith, a spokesperson for the NPA and current law enforcement trainer, told the Epoch Times that the non-profit organization believes the new requirement will both improve the safety of federal agents through the review of footage and lead to a greater confidence in federal law enforcement in general. Many federal agents, especially when working with local police agencies on multi-agency task force initiatives, get involved in incredibly dangerous situations, and the American public should be able to see firsthand the risk this brave police officer takes. Banner Smith, a 29 years police veteran, said in an email statement. The DOJ's requirement marks a shift from a long-standing policy that barred federal agents from wearing body cameras. Deputy Attorney General Lisa Monaco said in a memo that the policy decision was based on recommendations from the department's law enforcement components. And next, we're going to discuss about Gunman kills grandmother and trial at Florida Publix supermarket. 3 people have been killed following a shooting at a supermarket in Florida on the morning of June 10, the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office announced. The shooting occurred shortly after 11:30 a.m. ET in a Publix store in a 1100 block of Royal Palm Beach Boulevard in Royal Palm Beach, about 50 miles west of Palm Beach, officials said. Officers arrived at the scene to find 3 individuals, including 1 female and 1 child, had died from gunshot wounds. Authorities identified the victims as a woman and her grandson, who would have turned 2 at the end of the month, and said their names would not be released at the family's request. The male shot has been identified by PBSO as 55-year-old Timothy Ward from Royal Palm Beach, CBS Miami reported. He died of a self-inflicted wound, authorities confirmed. Officials said there is currently no known motive or relationship between these gunmen and his victims. And finally, we're going to talk about Texas to build its own border wall and address illegal immigrants. Texas Governor Greg Abbott announced a major border security plan on Thursday that involves building its own barriers along the Mexico border and addressing illegal immigrants who enter the state. The new comprehensive plan to stamp out illegal border crossing in Texas was announced at a border security summit in Del Rio, attended by Texas law enforcement, county judges, mayor, district attorney, and landowner. The Republican government said he would sign state budgets that will appropriate more than $1 billion to increase border security, and that Texas will expand its border barrier, with more details to come next week. He also said that Texas will be addressing illegal immigrants who enter the state. We're going to start making address, sending a message to anyone thinking about coming here. You're not getting a free pass, you're getting a straight pass to a jail cell, he wrote on Twitter. The new order builds upon a post-decided declaration that had directed the Texas Department of Public Safety to enforce all federal and state criminal laws for criminal trespassing, illegal entry, smuggling, and human trafficking. The disaster declaration also called for more jail space for the addressed illegal immigrants. And that's all for today, my friends. What do you think? Let me know below. If you like what you heard, don't forget to share it with at least one of your friends, because everyone deserves to know the truth. Thanks for tuning into this. I'm Katherine Dang, and see you next time.